The speaker normally starts each year's commencement address by saying congratulations to the graduating class. But truth be known, what has been normal over the last few months? So, I want to start by saying that I feel just like many of you. I was excited about my graduation. I wanted to walk across the stage, receive my diploma, and most importantly, have my family and friends around. Now, it just feels off. It feels like less of an achievement to graduate. In my life, I have only felt like this once before. So let me explain. A little over 4 years ago, I started my journey as I moved from Germany to the United States for my studies. When I was in high school, my family had a sudden turn of bad luck that led us to live in our van for a while. And then with family friends, while my mom worked 3 jobs trying to rebuild our lives. I felt it was time for me to make my own way in the world, to start my independence. And since I always wanted to do something that not everybody was doing, coming here, it felt like a new beginning. It felt like a dream come true. I was part of the soccer team of the university. And about 6 weeks after I arrived in America, I suffered a major knee injury that put me out for about 12 months. I had several surgeries. My season was over. And my dreams were crushed. But I had one goal in mind, to play the first game of the new season. I worked as hard as possible, and at the end, it paid off. I was back to play the first game of the new season. A soccer game takes 90 minutes, and I can tell you that day it was 90 minutes of my heart racing, adrenaline kicking in, and 90 minutes of drawing on all my accomplishments during my recovery. We won 3-0. But in soccer, there's also the minute after the game ends. We call it the 91st minute. So there I was, in the 91st minute after my first game back. And I didn't feel anything. I thought, that's it? What just happened? Why am I not feeling more excitement and happiness? As we are all about to close this chapter at the University of Wisconsin and enter a new chapter in life. This is our 91st minute. Let's use this moment of togetherness to take a step back and see what is ultimately important in life and what we have learned here outside the classroom. Today, I want to share with you what my injury taught me in that 91st minute and why it became a turning point in my life. Let me tell you, working hard is good. For a fact, it is one of the most important values of bachelor sports. But it should not be done for the sole purpose of achieving a goal at the expense of relationships with others. When I look back, I realized that I had focused so hard just on myself that I had neglected every relationship in my life. With my friends, with my colleagues, and sadly even with my family. During the game, I was rewarded for all my hard work. But afterward, I had nobody to celebrate it with because I had forgotten to take care of my relationships. Well, lesson learned and self-reflection accomplished. So here's my hope for every one of you. Have no regrets in your 91st minute. Nothing is more important than healthy relationships. Nothing. Not your goal and not your success. And here's why. Relationships are where we get to influence, impact, and change people's lives, including your own. After the ceremony today, we are all going our own personal ways. But wherever life takes you next, you will have a chance to build new relationships. And maybe to mend fractured ones, or to just say thank you to someone you have taken for granted. In this difficult time of socially distancing and isolation, let's take the time to reach out and nurture our relationships. For me, I want to focus on my relationships with my siblings. Even though we grew up without much material wealth, we explored the world together, at least as far as our bicycles would take us. We did not have an address for a while, but we had each other. And now, just like many of you, I am the only person in my family to have attained a college degree. I can say that I have set a standard for my siblings, showing them, although they may have to work harder than others, their potential is limitless. And now I plan to continue my legacy in law school while mentoring young soccer players. In closing, I not only want to thank you, my Badger classmates, my coaches and teammates, but also each member of the families represented in the 2020 class. Your dedication and support have not been overlooked. We thank you and we love you. To my family who is watching right now from Germany, even though the borders are putting a physical distance between us, I miss you all, and I'm beyond proud to call you my family. It's been an honor to speak to you today. I wish each and every one of you all the best. Congratulations, and let your 91st minute begin. Thank you.